Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Get Well Soon XOXO. For those of you that don't know, I'm your host, Maddie Manic, and on today's episode, we're just going to have kind of like a little bit of everything, honestly, because I feel like I haven't done an episode in forever, even though I'm pretty sure I only missed 2 weeks. Funny how that works. But yeah, so I feel like I could do a little bit of catching up and there's just kind of a lot of like random things that I wanted to talk about. So there's not really like a set theme for this episode, just gonna be kind of a little bit of everything. But yeah, because I wanted to share on top of like updates and stuff. I also wanted to share like some of my favorite products and like wellness tips that I've been practicing recently. So we'll just start out with the updates like we usually do. Sorry, I'm like getting over being sick, so my voice and like trying not to like be clear in my throat and stuff a lot, but if it happens, it happens. I was just thinking as I was preparing this episode today, that it's funny because the last episode I was talking about like the Friendsgiving that I had, and then now on this, like now where we're at in time, Thanksgiving is tomorrow from when you will be listening to this, and I'm going to be like doing prep for that tonight, like tonight when you're listening to this, but I'm recording this on Tuesday, so I'm going to be doing like prepping and stuff tomorrow night. But yeah, so I was prepping just getting done with Friendsgiving last time, and now we're already doing Thanksgiving. And again, only missed 2 episodes, but it was literally the whole month, so just kind of crazy. I feel like November just flew by. It's already over, but I am really excited for Thanksgiving. I love Thanksgiving so much. I just love, like the chance to like be with your family, eat some yummy food. I love being able to like dress up really cute. And I feel like it's also like the real like kickstart of like the Christmas season, even though I'm already kind of celebrating Christmas and have been for like the past month. But yeah, it's like the real start of it, and that's when everything is like full swing after that. So, I mean, we're already less than a month away from Christmas, which is crazy. I swear, like this past like couple months just literally flew by. But yeah, so that was the first thing. I was also gonna say I finally got my supplements from Biome, like they're called like the precision because it's like made exactly for you. The precision supplements and the pre and probiotics. Just got those over the weekend. I don't know if they were backward, like if they had like a lot of orders to fulfill or maybe not work. I don't know because it took literally forever to get my order. I placed the order before the last episode even came out, if that tells you anything, and it's almost been a month. So it was kind of crazy that it took that long, which like whatever, I get it. Like if they would have said, "Hey, it's going to take almost a month for you to get your order." Okay, then at least I know what to expect, but they made it sound like I was going to get it like a week and a half before I actually did. So I was kind of like, "Okay, like I'm a pretty patient person, but like I'm getting annoyed. So what's going on?" Especially because like they didn't even communicate with me. Like I had to reach out and be like, "Hey, like I placed my order like almost 2 weeks ago and haven't even gotten like anything on the order yet." So that was just a little bit annoying for me. I don't know, maybe it was just a one-off because I am gonna place another order when I need a refill. So we'll see how that one goes. But honestly, I'm probably gonna plan ahead and order with like plenty of time in advance because I'm trying to like consecutively be taking them. So I don't want to like time it to where they say it'll get there in like 2 weeks max or whatever, and then I run out of the supplements and stuff that I'm taking, and then it doesn't come for like another 2 weeks. Like I don't want that to happen. So probably honestly just going to be needing to place the next order within the next couple of days, because if it takes over 3 weeks to get my next order, then I definitely will run out before then. So yeah, but I've only been taking them for a couple of days, so I definitely haven't seen like a huge difference yet. I don't think that I really would within a couple of days, but gonna continue taking them for probably at least the next 3 months, kind of see how I'm feeling and if there's any changes or whatever. I will say that I don't know if it's like the combination of all the things I've been doing or like anything in particular, like, which I will talk about, like the stuff I'm doing in more detail like later on in the episode. But I will say that I have seen like some pretty big changes with my body just recently as of like the stuff I've been doing in the past like 2 months. So again, I don't know if it's one thing in particular or if it's kind of everything all together, but I am pretty satisfied with kind of the results I'm seeing of what I have been doing already. So excited to see if like the supplements and like all the gut tests, like everything from that just kind of helps progress that even more. But I'll definitely like update you guys on what I am seeing as the weeks go on. So I'll probably honestly just start off by talking about like the things I've been doing differently and how I think that's been helping me. So pretty sure I talked about maybe in the last episode or one before that. I honestly don't remember because it's been so long. But I've been doing like my green juices again. So where I just like a juice up like I hope you guys don't hear my husband's watching a hockey game downstairs, and like I can really hear it in the room right now. So I'm hoping that you guys don't hear that on the podcast. But that made me lose my train of thought. So yeah, I just like juice up like it's almost like 4 like bunches, I guess, of celery, if that's what like it's called. And then I'll do like to like help the taste a little bit. I'll also add 1 green apple per like bunch. So yeah, I start out my mornings with the green, like 16 ounces of the celery juice, the green apple juice. And I'll drink that first thing on an empty stomach. And then I have also been kind of doing bone broth as well, like right after that. I don't do that every single day or as often. I'm trying to be better at that, but I kind of just forget. A lot of times I need to have it like out in the morning or else I just totally forget. So I need to be better at that. But I know that that's supposed to help like your gut health, and also like bone broth has like collagen and stuff. So great way to get in extra collagen. And then I also have been drinking like a lot more. I know I've talked about this, but I've also been drinking a lot more tea. Recently, more specifically, I've been drinking a lot more green tea because my test did tell me that like my body doesn't really react best with caffeine, like too much caffeine. So it told me to like limit my coffee and like black tea and matcha to just 1 cup a day. And I'm trying to drink like lots of cups of tea a day. So it said green tea was fine. So I'm drinking at least like 3 to 4, sometimes 5 cups of green tea a day. And I do feel like that probably is what's helping a lot too with like the changes I'm seeing in my body. Because I know it does like kind of have those effects if you are drinking a lot of it. I'm also drinking a lot of it to try and just like keep myself more full so that I'm not like snacking like crazy, because that's like a big thing for me is I just always feel the need to snack like all the time. I feel like I am never like, very rarely am I like full for hours on end after a meal, which maybe says that I need to add more like fiber and stuff to my meals. Probably would benefit from that, honestly. But yeah, most of the time I can eat again like an hour later from my meals. And so I do tend to snack a lot, and I'm trying not to do that because that's probably not the best for like my goals. But I'm pretty sure that definitely like fiber and like increasing my fiber intake per meal would help that, because I've noticed that when I have my acai, or they're not even acai bowls anymore, they're like smoothie bowls. When I have those for lunch, and I'll have like 3 different kinds of fruit in there, and then I'll have like granola. I'll usually put like nuts for like healthy fats in there. And I'll always have protein in there too. I feel full for so long after my smoothie bowls. So I definitely think if I just increased my fiber intake in like all my meals, that would probably help a lot with feeling more full and not wanting to snack as much. But then that's also where I'm trying to drink more green tea. I'm just kind of like getting like that craving or fullness feeling from like something else that has way less calories, and it's not like I'm not snacking, and it's like helping me like metabolism and everything. So that's another thing I've been doing. Then also starting to take those supplements, but again, I can't even say if I've like seen a difference with those, because I've literally just started taking them on Saturday, so it's only been a couple of days. Then I was gonna say that's and then like kind of like workout routine, I've also kind of upped that a little bit too. So I've been trying to do, my like feet are going dead. I've been trying to do this stair stepper a lot more, because I've heard like if you're trying to get like that snatched waist, like that's like a really good workout for that, because it's like you're like lifting your legs, and that's like the act of like lifting your legs and engaging your core is kind of like what helps to create that like snatched waist effect. So I've been doing the stair stepper a lot more, and actually I almost feel like I feel like it is everything kind of together, but I really kind of feel like the stair stepper is making a big part in that, because I feel like the changes I was noticing came pretty soon after I was like doing that a lot more often. So I definitely want to keep doing that, and then just also trying to be like, I'm trying to do like lower weight and more reps of like workouts to try to get more like that Pilates body figure and less of like a bodybuilder. Like I don't really care about having like huge muscles, so just trying to like tone out and like be super lean and everything. My foot is like so dead, but for anyone who's watching, I'm like trying to stay in the camera, because my like little thingy that like holds it up is like so high up and I can't lower it. But I didn't want to sit on the floor, so and I was like on my knees before so that I could be in the camera, but my feet are so dead right now, so I'm still a little bit in the camera, but yeah. Anyways, so yeah, that's kind of like the workout stuff that I've been doing. And then gonna go into kind of like face and like hair care. So I don't know what it is right now, but I feel like my hair and my skin is literally the worst it has ever been in my entire life. And I don't know if it's just kind of like hormones, colder weather, everything, I don't know, but it is actually making me super self-conscious. Like it lives in my brain rent free. I'm always thinking about like, what can I do to change it? What can I do to fix this? Because I'm not happy with this right now. Like, I don't understand what's happening. I feel like my hair is just like super thin and like not growing like whatsoever right now, which is like not very normal for me. I've never had a problem with like my hair growing and being like full and like stuff like that. Which like I know like been bleaching it a lot, but I also like feel like it never affected in the past when I would like bleach it. So I mean, probably just because I'm bleaching it a lot more than I ever have, but like I still feel like it was even doing more fine last year than it is right now, and I've been trying to bleach it even less this year. So, and I've been trying to like do like scalp like oil treatments, because it's been super dry too recently. Like I don't know if that's colder weather or what, but like so freaking dry, like insanely dry. Like my scalp is like itchy and irritated. So I've been trying to do like oil treatments. Been trying to not put heat on it like majority of the week, because I'm starting to work from home a little bit more now, just like in the meantime. So if I'm not having to go into the office, I like definitely don't put heat on my hair. Even sometimes if I go into the office, I'll put in a braid or something, because I'm really trying to avoid putting like heat on it more than like really maybe once a week tops, because I'm just trying to help it in any way that I can, and I just don't even know if that's working. So still kind of experimenting. Just gonna try to not really color it as much in the next little bit and see if that helps. Keep like avoiding heat, doing like oiling and stuff. Just hope for the best, because I've been also just been like looking back at pictures of when my hair was more long and beautiful, and it's just making me so sad, because I can't handle how short it is right now and like thin. It just, I literally can't do it. So on the other end, I feel like my skin, same boat, worst it's ever been in my entire life. I was also somebody that didn't really like struggle with skin problems at all, like growing up, high school and everything, which I would feel super blessed about, because I feel like my self-esteem was already low enough in high school anyways. So I'm really glad I didn't have to deal with that aspect in high school. But now I'm dealing with it right now, and it is really hurting the self-esteem. I am not gonna lie. I am literally at the point where I won't even go outside. Like, I will not, unless I'm like maybe just going to like my little neighborhood gym with like my mom or something. I do not try to go outside without at least a little bit of makeup on, because my skin is just like horrendous right now. It's just like, it's the worst it's ever been. It's just breaking out a ton. Like, it's always breaking out, like all month long. It's not like when I'm like, you know, close to that time of the month. It's just literally all the time. And I have like switched up my skincare routine, like tried to do that to see if it was maybe something I was using that was irritating it. Like, tried to do like the skin cycling, where you kind of like, I don't know if anyone's like, who else has really heard of it, but it's kind of like a 5-step process, where it's like the first day you just use toner and moisturizer on your skin, like night and morning. Or I really followed it at night. So like at night before I go to bed, I would like wash in the shower, then I'd only use toner and then just moisturizer. And then that was it. And then the next night you only use retinol and moisturizer, and that's it. And then the next 2 nights after that, you don't use anything but moisturizer. And then if you have like hyaluronic acid or something like that, like really moisturizing, then to also use that too. Just like the third and fourth night, you're focusing a lot on moisturizing the skin. And then the 5th night, I think it was don't do anything, or maybe it was only 4 steps. I'm pretty sure I only followed. The 5th night might say to not do anything at all, but like, I feel like especially in the winter, I should definitely be moisturizing my face probably every day. So I only did 4 steps and then I would restart it. So yeah, I tried that. I feel like that helped for maybe 2 days, and then it was back to being horrendous. Really just, I haven't quite figured out what exactly is going on. I did get, it's like the hypochloride, I think that's what, hypochlorous or something. It's like the antibacterial like spray for your face that like you should use like after the gym or like at night in the morning to kind of like extra clean your face of any like bacteria and stuff. And it's like a non-drying one, which is like extra important for the winter. So I did get that last week, and I have been using that. And I don't know, because so there is points of the month where my breakouts aren't quite as bad. And I don't know if I'm kind of just like falling into that period right now, because I haven't like really kept track of them. So I don't know if I'm just falling into that period right now, and that's why I feel like my skin is kind of being a little bit better, or if it's the spray, like the antibacterial spray that I got. So I will have to report back on that probably next episode to see if I'm still thinking that it's helping, or if it was just happened to be using it when, like, on that week or so that my skin was already doing better. So I'm hoping it's that, though. I'm hoping that I did find the key, because I would be so happy if I found something to help, because it's even so bad that, like, sometimes I don't want Mason to see me, which I've never been. Like, I've never felt, like, self-conscious about, like, not wearing makeup around him the whole time we've been together. But right now, that's, like, I'm kind of being like, don't look at me, like, my face is disgusting. And, like, I know that's not, like, healthy to feel that way, but I can't help it. Like, it's just, I've never dealt with that before, so it's just really, like, triggering for me right now. But yeah, just trying to figure that out. I was gonna say, I do wonder if at least the skin thing is hormonal, because I got off of birth control almost a year ago, and I feel like that's kind of when it all started, like the skin issues. Like, I feel like they've been really bad in the past couple months, but I honestly feel like that's when they started to get bad in the first place, was when I got off birth control. So that's why I kind of feel like it's just my hormones are a little whack from that, because I was on it for quite a bit of time. So could be that. I'm also trying to find stuff to, like, balance my hormones, to kind of, I mean, I want them to be balanced anyways, but also to help with, like, skin issues and stuff, if that is the reason. Which I did start, I got some bee pollen from Sprouts, because I have seen that that's, well, I don't think that there's any real heavy scientific research to back it up. So definitely, like, do like look into it on your own. But, like, I've seen on TikTok, and I did look it up before I ordered some, because I don't always trust everything on TikTok. But what I was seeing is that it could be beneficial for, like, women, like, hormonal stuff, to, like, take bee pollen here and there. It's not like a long-term solution. I read that you're not really supposed to take it, like, I think you're supposed to, like, break it up. Like, you're not supposed to take it for, like, longer than a month, is kind of what it was saying. And it tells you on there, at least mine does, you have to take, like, very, very small doses when you're first, like, starting out, because otherwise it can cause, like, bad allergic reactions, especially if you, like, are allergic to pollen and stuff. So it, like, mine says to take, like, just, like, 2 to 3 little, like, small pieces of it, like, 2 times a day, to kind of, like, work yourself up. So I have been taking that to kind of see if that will help, like, with my hormones and stuff. And it's also supposed to, like, boost immunity and everything. So again, I've only been taking that for a tiny little bit, so I haven't really noticed anything yet. But we'll see, kind of, if that does anything or not. Kind of think, actually, no, I was gonna say one more thing, just kind of like a beauty little hack. If you're watching this video and you haven't noticed yet, I feel like I've been flashing my hands a lot. I have press-on nails that I did over the weekend, because I'm starting to get back into, like, doing my own nails, because I get really jealous when everyone has their nails done, but I hate going into the salon to get them done, because I feel like they ruin my nails so bad when I do that. So trying to do fake, like, press-ons again, but I am probably going to order the I wanted to say Gel X, but that's not it. The Glamnetic fake nails, because I've heard very good things about those, and I've heard that they stay on, like, insanely well. And, like, these already have popped off. This hand, the thumb, and my ring and middle finger have all popped off since I put them on Saturday, and I glued them back on. So that was annoying, and that's the one thing that I don't really like about doing, like, press-on nails, is, like, how easy they pop off sometimes. So I'm hoping that the Glamnetic ones live up to their, like, expectations and stay on really well. So I'm gonna order those probably this weekend and see how they do. But yeah, and then I was gonna say, yeah, no, that was it. Sorry, I like spaced it. So yeah, that'll be it for this episode. Just kind of, a little catch up, no real theme. Sorry if you don't really love that, but again, probably gonna have that in the title, so I'm sure if you saw that, you didn't even listen to this episode. But yeah, thanks to everyone who stuck around to this point, and I really hope that you've enjoyed this episode. And again, if you do have any topics that you would specifically like me to talk about, just send me a message, DM me. I would love to look into that and talk about stuff that interests you guys. Little housekeeping as always, make sure to hit that subscribe button and to leave this episode or the podcast a review, because it helps me out so much. It helps to get the show out there, promote it a little bit if Spotify is seeing that other people like it. Or Apple Podcast. Sorry, my brain. Oh, that was one thing I was gonna say. Sorry. I mean, it's too late for anyone at this point, but maybe keeping in mind for next year, if you have stuff that's urgent that you need for Thanksgiving, don't plan on getting it the day or 2 days before, because that is what I did. And I was literally at the store on Sunday, and I'm pretty positive it was there on Sunday, and I just didn't get it for whatever reason. I'm bringing pies for Thanksgiving dinner and a pie night that we do with my family, then on the weekend. And so I was getting this gluten-free pie crust that I've already tried for the Friendsgiving that I did. And I was so excited to be able to make those pies and to be able to eat them with the gluten-free pie crust, because normal pie crust hurts me. And yeah, ran in there today because I was thinking about it. I was like, I should really probably go get that, because if I wait till tomorrow, it's for sure gonna be gone. No, they were already gone today. None left. So that was annoying. And now I'm probably not going to be able to even eat the crust of the pies that I'm going to bring. So really annoying. Just, if you can, make sure you're planning ahead so that doesn't happen to you. But yeah, little tip there. You can find me on Instagram as Maddie.Manic, my personal account, and getwellsoon_. What was that? getwellsoon__XOXO for the podcast account, and Maddie.Manic for my TikTok, and then get.well.soon XOXO for the podcast TikTok account. And my YouTube is linked in my Insta bio, my TikTok bio, and this video will be live on my YouTube shortly after it is live on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Well, shortly after the audio version. I feel like I say this every single time. And I will have all this linked in the show notes. Thanks again for tuning in, and don't forget to live your life beautifully. Talk to you next Wednesday.